Hey everyone, Cherie here. Today I am putting a 12 by 12 layout together using the Mix and Match kit number 1, which you can find in the Felicity Jane store this month. This is a kit that I've put together using some of my favorite Felicity Jane products from past kits, and you can buy this kit for yourself right now in the shop. I will put a link down below for you to use. Alright, so all I've done so far is add some white cardstock from my stash to the center of that stripy pattern paper background. And now I've got some pieces of other pattern papers from the kit. I've cut them into varying widths, but they're all roughly 4 inches high or shorter. If you would like full instructions for this, there is a blog post on the Felicity Jane blog right now, and I'll pop a link to that down below as well for you if you'd like to recreate this layout yourself. So I did just add in a little piece of vellum from my stash, and I used some white cardstock to cut that little tag top as well. And they're all layered together, and now I can just add these to the page. Alright, so I will pull up that first section very shortly because I do want to add something to it, but I'm just making sure my spacing is right and that I have room for my photo. So now I have the Jenny sequins, which are in the kit, and I've threaded these onto a piece of embroidery floss from my stash. You can use any sort of cotton or twine for that. If you have trouble threading them on, you can always use a needle to do that, but I was able to just thread the floss through myself. I'm just securing that to the gingham piece here with my tiny attacher. I've just used 2 staples at the top and the bottom to secure that in place. Okay, so now I'm just spreading out those sequins, make sure I've got a nice coverage there and you can see all the colors, and making sure they're all laying in the same direction as well. So I will give you a closer look at how that has turned out, and I'm really happy with that. I think it's adding some fun to the page. Alright, so that's back on there now, and I'm going to grab my sewing machine and add some stitching to some of those pattern paper pieces. If you haven't stitched on paper before, please give it a try. You can use a denim needle if you find that your needle does break. It's really handy to have that denim needle to go through multiple layers. So my photo is now on the page, and I've tucked some Jenny cardstock fringe just under the right hand side there, and that is also in the kit. It's just adding some nice texture there as well. For the title, I'm using the word sunshine from the Sarah Puffy Titles pack in the kit, and I do end up using it across the bottom here. You see me stick it down, but then I do pull it up to see if there would be a better place to put it. I love that these words are so flexible. You could curve these on the page if you wanted to. In the end, I do end up just having it underneath the photo, just stretching that across there. Now, instead of using the I for this word, which was in the pack, I'm going to use one of these little Megan Puffy stickers, which are so cute. These stickers are in the kit as well. And next up, my journaling strips are going underneath that. I've just printed those out with my computer using some thin double-sided tape behind those, and I will add some stitching to those as well using my sewing machine. So I'll just grab that one out. Alright, so there's a closer look at that stitching. Next up, I'm going to add my date on one of these little Megan tiny tags. These are in the kit as well. I'm using my Felicity Jane roller date stamp, which you can find in the Felicity Jane store, and Stays on ink is definitely the way to go if you're stamping onto the Felicity Jane tags, die cuts or tabs. It's really great for not smudging your stamped image. So Stays on ink, definitely the way to go for these. Alright, so I'm just tying a little knot in this twine. I had the idea that I wanted to hang this little tag from the end of the title. So you can see there I'm tucking it under the E there, but I wasn't happy with how it looked in the end. So I ended up just tying a little bow and positioning it underneath the journaling strips. Alright, so to finish off this page, I just wanted a little extra something above the photo there. So I've printed out the word love using my computer, but you could also use a stamp if you wish. I've got the Shea die cut shapes pack here, and I'm using one of the little tabs from that pack. So I'm just adding that love word to the top of the tab, and now I'm going to add some machine stitching across that using my sewing machine, and then I can go ahead and add it to the top of the photo. To do that, I'm using some little foam squares behind it just to add a little bit of dimension. So I can add that to the top of the photo there. And to finish it off, I'm going to add another one of those super cute little Megan Puffy stickers. So I do make a little adjustment there, but that completes this spread. So I'll give you a closer look at the little details here. If you would like the full instructions for this layout, you'll find them on the Felicity Jane blog, and I'll put the link to that blog post down below. This kit is called Mix and Match number 1, which you can find in the Felicity Jane store right now. There's a link to the Felicity Jane store down below for you as well. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me put this one together today, and I'll see you again very soon with another project. Have a great day.